Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, where so many great events have unfolded over the years, and today this crowd is charged up for a big USC Trojans home game. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top-5 showdown, both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the #1 team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and medium. And they hand it off to the back. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. QB decides to keep it here. He's found some room at the 45. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They hold up the line of scrimmage. They could not deny this back in coming up with that conversion.
And the Trojans with 1st and 10 here. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Fights off the defender. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the run here, lets it go. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. In the clear at the 25. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the 1st down yardage.
That's exactly why you dial up the screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. One down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
And the Trojans trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. He's brought down, but they move backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on 2nd down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's 3rd down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Oh, talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
They'll kick it away here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Important second down play coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burn. But if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
The end of the first quarter with the score USC 7, Mississippi State 0.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The Trojans will line up to punt it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the return will be brought down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Direct snap to the back. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Or it's snapped to the back. Fights through the tackler. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second and inches.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he finds his tight end for the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They're going to run it. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. They convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. And he knocks that one right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's the throw deep downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. The senior calls his own number, picks up the first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Mississippi State in the red zone now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Got space, looking to score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Now the try here for the extra point. The PAT makes it 10-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
Black 24. Black 24.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Nice throw, caught for a completion. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. He knocks this one right through. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Trojans will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. First play of the second half is a handoff. Fighting off the defender. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it for a big gain. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught quickly. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. It's a quarterback keeper. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. We go with a direct snap. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Direct snap to the back. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. The shotgun handoff here. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. They'll run it here. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Wasn't that? This defense just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense facing second and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Here in the fourth quarter, they must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They jump in front here in the fourth.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on third and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Offense back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. We'll give it to the running back. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First and 10 now for the offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls in.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. And it's intercepted. A crushing play. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they get a chance to get right back in the game.
And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Running out of time in the pocket. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. An explosive play, big gain across midfield to the 42.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw it on first down. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. Getting set. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Fires it on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's forced to go just outside the 5. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Into the end zone. Touchdown, SC.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down 1 now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. And he drops back in the gun. Trying to extend the play. And he'll be brought down. They went for 2 in the lead, but now still trail by 1.
That keeps the score. Mississippi State 17, USC 16.
Lined up in regular kickoff formation here. 2 timeouts, final minute. I'm not sure they've done the math here. Surprised they're not going for the onside kick. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. Defense did a great job preserving a one-point lead. Now can the offense put something together to help ice this game? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. He's looking to scramble. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the offense just takes a knee here. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.